Hi Leo, welcome, happy birthday. I'm your host Tina and I'm going to be doing your July 2020 General Tarot reading. So, two things to know about me before we get started. The first thing is really just that I follow my gut and my intuition above all things. And then second, I do pre-shuffle, but I also shuffle a little bit so we can do that here together. So let's get an idea of what's going on this July 2020 for you guys. The situation at hand, what is challenging you, what are you doing about it, and the most likely end of July outcome. So let's keep it a little here, and let's see, what's the situation at hand? What is challenging you? What are you doing about it? And what's the most likely end of July outcome? All right, all right. There is a situation here that was probably once really fulfilling, really rewarding, but it just doesn't feel that way right now, and you're having an urge to go after wish fulfillment, something that is more emotionally or creatively satisfying, and you're just challenged by doing that, basically by moving on. And it's just a stage, because I do see here that you're definitely, while you haven't yet stepped out of your comfort zone, you're absolutely considering a new direction. And a new direction also means an ending, right? And sometimes even that can be painful, even if you chose it. And it looks like you're definitely choosing this. But let's get some more clarification. What's going on here? Because we do have the Eight of Cups as the situation of the month. So there's definitely something involving emotions here. So let's see. Let's get two more cards just to get an idea of like what it is that you're either walking towards or from. Let's see. Okay. Wow. You're certainly gonna make that decision if you haven't already. There are endings and beginnings here for sure. That's like honestly been for so far all of my readings, and you're my fifth reading for this month. Lots of endings and beginnings. I can even say for my personal life that is true as well. But this situation, obviously every card comes with levels to it. Some of you, this can be super painful. For others of you, it hurts, but there's levels to pain, there's levels to happiness, fear, all of it. But it is a situation. The good news about this, when you see a Ten of Swords, is one, the cycle is almost complete, and it is definitely trying to close out, and I can see that you're trying to close it out as well. But what I like about the Ten of Swords is the most pain that this situation can possibly cause you, it has already happened. The worst has happened in regards to this situation. So it is behind you. And then we got the Fool here, obviously one of my favorite cards in the whole tarot deck, because it is the Fool's journey, of course. And it speaks of that innocence, taking that leap of faith. So you walking away from a situation that on the outside for a lot of probably looks really good. And it's probably, not to say it isn't really good, but it isn't everything you need anymore. You do need more. And you're going after it. You're taking that leap of faith. I mean, it's challenging you to do it. I see that. It's hurting you to do it. I can see that as well. You haven't yet, I think emotionally you've made the decision, but you haven't yet either made plans or put them into action. But I think you're there. You're ready to do it, like spiritually. You are definitely ready to move on from a situation, move on to calmer waters, and take a leap of faith. There was a situation that hurt you. It was heavy. For some of you, super heavy. Let's see what else is challenging you. So you're definitely having, a challenge by moving on. I mean, all of us do. How easy is it simply to just be like, oh, well, I'm out of here. Bye. It's never that easy. All right, let's see. With the Six of Swords, what else is challenging you, Leo? Yeah, I mean, you're just challenged to move on. Yeah, you're challenged by, I think for some of you, you're also moving on from a person and not so much a situation. I just think for some of you, not for all, but it's a collective that we read for, and I think different messages come through. And this person could definitely be an air sign. So it could, Aries, Aries is fire. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but definitely displays those qualities. Your challenge is definitely, I think, going within, using your intuition. This situation took a lot of inner strength. It took a lot of your strength. I can see that. We have the Hermit here, and it's in a challenge position. So, I mean, you're definitely being called to go within, to use your intuition. And I see that you're doing it. I do, even though it's in a challenge position. I can see that you're doing it. Just because it's challenging doesn't mean you're not doing it, right? Just because you're afraid doesn't mean you won't walk it. I know, because I'm always afraid, but I still walk it. It never stops me. Like, it's never enough to actually stop me. All right, let's see what you're doing about it. So you're definitely looking at a new direction in your life. It could be spiritual, 1,000,000%. It could also be creative. But there is a situation here that for some reason ended up really not being fulfilling. It kind of left you feeling betrayed, backstabbed, hurt deeply, wounded, tired, you name it. All right, let's see. What else with what Leo's doing about it this July, their birthday season? Happy solar return. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there is. You definitely have the Ace of Pentacles here, and so it is a beautiful omen for a new beginning that has real potential. You're just at the beginning, and I can see that you're looking at this direction. But I'll say this, if you do choose this direction, and we do have the Fool here, you have the Eight of Cups here, there is movement. You're moving in a new direction. At the very least, you're moving on, not physically, but mentally you are moving on, and emotionally you are ready to walk away too. And this is a time where you can either expect a lot of communication, maybe there's going to be a lot of text messages, emails, but this is a time of heightened momentum for you, meaning you can really make leaps and bounds right now if you choose that direction and start making plans of action and actually taking them. You can, if you so choose, can make leaps and bounds, because with this here, it's definitely available to you, and it looks like you're doing it, like you're taking action, you're moving, you're at the very least communicating a lot, and it's in regards to a very promising new beginning. It could even be in regards to your health, to be honest. I see that here too. It takes a lot of strength to make lifestyle changes. I just made about 5 weeks of quitting cigarettes, and I smoked, from the age of 19 to the age of 34. So a long time, not very easy. So I feel like this could be also in relation to health, just taking better care of yourself, making better decisions, just for some of you. But this is you certainly looking in a new direction. You're definitely wanting to move on physically too at this point. I see mentally, I see emotionally, and it's just a matter of physically now. And it doesn't, there's a lot, yeah. I mean, you have it's a 10, a 0, cycles ending, cycles beginning. Man, it's looking beautiful though. It looks like the universe is offering you blessings. 1,000,000% if you follow your heart, if you follow your gut. All right, let's see the end of July outcome. What's going on here? So we have the Three of Swords. I'm sorry. So for some of you, it will be painful. It's temporary, definitely temporary. But let's see what else. And the beauty of it is, once it's exposed to the elements, you're giving it the chance to be cleansed, purified, so that you can move on or move forward. All right, let's see. The end of July outcome for you guys. All right, Leo. You guys lead from the heart. I love that about you guys. I admire it very much. All right, let's see. Ooh, we got the World here. A cycle it is trying to exit your life. 1,000,000%. And it hurts. It does. I see that. Yeah. It's going to cause you some anxiety. You're going to have some sleepless nights. They will pass. If that's what it takes to get to the other side, let it. But this is ending. The beauty is, whatever has been causing you anxiety, because I see a lot of your thoughts here. There's a lot of Swords here. So you've certainly been in your head a lot. And I mean, it's clear to me it's about walking away from something and going in a whole new direction. And that might mean leaving parts of your old self behind, right? That's what cycles are kind of about. But you got the world here, which means integration. Means you're taking what you've learned and you're actually starting to apply it to your life. And even though it may cause you some anxiety and some pain, it is temporary because you are moving on to much better. You're moving on, you're looking for your ninth cup, right? You're looking for that wish fulfillment ultimately. And so that's what you're doing. You're making space for it. And I think that's beautiful. I mean, all right, guys, making space for the new, and that's it. I mean, it's not much more to say. That's plenty. You guys are working through the emotions. You're definitely working through the challenges. Anyhow, next week I'll be doing a love general reading for all the signs. And then, of course, I'll be posting one for August as well. If anything resonated, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe. And thank you guys for letting me read for you. Happy birthday.